All right, so we are live. I'm just going to wait for some people to jump on here. But while we're waiting, go ahead and leave your name or where you're coming in from. So where in the world are you checking in from? I'd love to hear where you guys are checking in from. And make sure that we have a connection so somebody can leave some comments. All right, Chris Nagy. Hey, Chris, if you don't mind, just if you can let me know that you can hear me correctly or hear me well, that would be great in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Awesome, Chris. California. All right, good morning, Heather. Great to have you live. Well, today I'm going to be talking about stopping searching for the miracle cure, and there's many reasons why. We always want to give people hope, but the truth is there is no real miracle cure. Hey, Elaine. Great, you guys can hear me? All right, Jeffrey. So, yeah, we've all seen the advertisements that sound too good to be true. They're usually miracle cures. A lot of people think what we pitch is a miracle cure. Sometimes we do use techniques, and, I got to say, to try to get people to take action on what we have. But the reason why there is no miracle cure is because it has to come from your own brain, right? We've seen these inversion tables and gimmicks and little toys and things that people use to help their back. And it might provide short-term relief, but it's not fixing the root cause of the issue. And the root cause of the issue is coming from you, right? So anything that's outside forces that is being applied to you is not going to fix the root cause of the issue. So for example, and don't get me wrong, chiropractors can be great, and there's a lot of people and a lot of things out there that can be used and synergize with what you're doing, but mainly it has to come from you. And here's why. So stop looking for a miracle cure. What does work is exercise. We know this 100%. We know that the gimmicks of the miracle cure, they almost never work long term, or they never work at all, and sometimes they are actually bad for your back, right? So they're giving you the false sense of belief that it's helping you. So movement is proven to help you get more blood flow, nutrients, and oxygen to the area that's injured, and this has to do with your total body, not just your back. Okay, so your back is usually a main issue that people have problems because of lack of movement, lack of exercise. They're sitting down all day, slouched in a chair, and all that energy is stagnant right around the lower spine, right? So here, if you're slouched over most of the day, you become weak here, you become unstable here, and you become stable here. What we want to do is mobilize here, stabilize here, strengthen here, and then it all comes from sending impulses from your brain down to the body. So everything we do is a skill. And the good news is you got good at learning how to get into pain. So actually that's the bad news. The bad news is you got good at learning pain. The good news is you can unlearn it. So if everything is a skill, all skills are learned through repetition. People repeatedly are doing the wrong things, like slouching all day, and then when they go to pick something up, they try to cheat and they hunch over, and then they put more stress on their lower back, or they pick things heavy, and they have no integrity and core strength to be doing that. Now that's usually where I would come in, and I help build the strength from the ground up. And that's what we usually did in our training facilities. Like we start with the back program. Most people are amazed by this, but we start with the back program on people who don't even have back pain. And the reason why is because it helps rebuild that neural connection to strengthen, stretch, soothe the muscles, and they feel better. So they recreate a good neural connection with exercise. And once you recreate that neural connection of feel-good endorphins, you want to repeat the process. So if you're doing exercises that make you not want to repeat the process, what's the likelihood that you're going to do it? Probably not. Hey Merle, how's it going? Welcome to the show. So anybody with questions, go ahead and leave them. I'll try to answer this, but the main thing that I wanted to get across is the truth. And the truth is there's no miracle cure. When I work with somebody, I lay them down on the ground, I show them how to get up and down without putting more damage on their back. And then I take them through a series of exercises and they are doing it, not me. And what I'm doing is helping them reach up into their neural pathways to recreate a better pattern. And that pattern is pain-free. And so once you have that tool, you have it for the rest of your life. That's how amazing the proper movement done in the correct ways. Now we have tons of videos on our YouTube channel, Back Pain Relief for Life. So if you want to learn more about how to move correctly, I have a ton of videos on there. There's videos on what not to do as well, because what not to do is just as important. The last live video, I talked about 2 main things not to do. So that's what I wanted to get across today. Is there is no miracle cure. It takes time and patience sometimes, but you can get out of back pain. I'm living proof, and the thousands of other people that we helped with a simple movement program have done it too. And people are amazed when we tell them we've taken people who can't walk to, and we're talking about people in their 50s, to deadlifting 150 to 200 pounds without any pain, and their lives are tremendously better because now they're able to lift weights correctly and they don't have to worry about, picking up their grandchildren and being hurt or injured by it. They can have fun and actually have more energy for their grandchildren, things like that. So, thoughts on exercise ball chairs? Great question. Dr. Stuart McGill calls that spinal abuse. And the reason why is because it's not giving you the support, and when you're bouncing up and down, it's actually causing more stress on the lower back. So they can be good for a short period of time, but I wouldn't sit down on those all day. It's definitely not recommended, although many people would think the opposite because they're thinking it's helping with the stabilization. That's not necessarily true. Do you have a video on L5S1? That's specifically what our training program does, Back Pain Relief for Life. I'll leave a link below. And that helps tremendously for the whole spine, but we call it the low back program because the low back is the center of where all the forces add up to 0 to your body. And when you get that right, a lot of the other forces, the other parts of the body are magically better. Because it's just part of movement. You strengthen this area, you move this area correctly, the rest of your body is going to benefit. Any other questions? If not, I'm going to sign off here. I hope everybody has a great day. Remember, there are no miracle cures, but you do have the solution, and that's through your own mind, through your own body, doing the correct movements, and we provide you the tools with that. So have a great day.